Part 1. Stop watching the charts. Start watching yourself. Your strategy is a cover for your emotional chaos. Every time you panic sell, every time you chase a runaway stock, you prove your weakness. The market doesn't care about your feeling. It cares only about discipline. That's the only variable you control. Part 2. The core thesis. The lie you live. The average investor is a predictable, emotional animal. This is the core problem. Your desire for instant gratification clashes violently with the reality of compounding returns. The moment a stock dips 10%, fear floods your system. You liquidate. You confirm your loss. The moment a stock surges 50%, greed blinds you. You throw in your life savings at the peak. You become the final, most expensive buyer. The market makers prey on this cycle. They sell to you when you are greedy. They buy from you when you are terrified. This isn't complex theory. This is behavioral psychology applied with surgical precision. They are disciplined. You are not. The data proves it. Dalbar studies consistently show that the average investor significantly underperforms the very indexes they invest in. Why? Because they are trading based on feeling. They are violating the cardinal rule. You must own the asset, not the emotion. You have a choice. Remain a victim of your impulses or take control of the operating system. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. That's the key. Your fear forces you out. Your greed pulls you in too late. This oscillation guarantees mediocrity. You are living the lie that your next trade will fix your internal lack of structure. Part 3. The rich mandate. The solution. The rich mandate. System over sentiment. The successful investor operates under a mandate, not a mood. The rich mandate is simple. Automate the process. Eliminate the input of emotion. Wealth is built on consistency. It demands a systematic, almost mechanical approach. Your portfolio isn't a speculative betting slip. It is a long-term capital allocation machine. The wealthy understand volatility is a feature, not a bug. They do not view a market drop as a threat. They view it as a discount opportunity. They have preset rules for allocation. They are never surprised. They simply execute the plan. They understand that real risk is not losing money temporarily. Real risk is missing the compounding over 2 decades. Their discipline overrides their dopamine. When the news screams sell, their system buys. When the crowd rushes in, their system may trim or simply hold. They follow the predetermined allocation strategy. X% into asset A, Y% into asset B, rebalanced every 6 months regardless of the noise. That's the key. It's not about being smarter than the crowd. It's about being more disciplined than the crowd. This requires a shift from viewing yourself as a speculator to viewing yourself as an owner of productive assets. Part 4. Behavioral correction. What to stop doing. Stop checking the price constantly. Every chart check is an invitation for fear or greed to enter the decision-making loop. Check quarterly. Act annually. Stop acting on hot tips. This is pure speculation fueled by FOMO, a manifestation of greed. You are outsourcing your judgment to an unverified source. Stop averaging down with panic money. Do not use rent money to salvage a losing trade. Stick to your set investment amount. What to start doing. Define your allocation rule. Write it down. For example, 80% long-term index funds, 20% growth assets. Automate your contributions. Set up an automatic withdrawal on payday. Force yourself to invest before you have a chance to spend or speculate. Remove the required human decision. Implement an anti-greed rule. After any asset rises 30% in a year, you must trim a fixed percentage back to your target allocation. This forces you to sell high. Embrace the crash. Pre-commit to increasing your automated investment by 50% only when the market is down 20% or more from its high. This forces you to buy low. You have a choice. You can remain the emotional fool the market exploits, or you can become the machine that exploits market psychology. It's not about perfect execution. It's about consistent execution. Part 5. Conclusion and transition. Fear and greed are ancient triggers, but in finance, they are a guaranteed pathway to poverty. The rich mandate is a firewall against your own nature. It demands structure. It demands consistency. It demands you replace your emotional responses with an automated, predefined process. That process is the only difference between you and the professionals. Master your mind, and you will master your money. The systems you create today determine the wealth you accumulate tomorrow. But what systems do you need to manage the one resource that limits all others? Time. Next chapter, the time multiplier. How the rich buy back their life.